Am I muted? You unmute me? Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? My name is Michelle Blackwood from Healthier Steps, and today we are making beet curry, and we are also going to be juicing pineapple, carrots, and ginger. Welcome, welcome to our live. Let me know where you are joining from, and so just be a part of this conversation. And thank you if you're on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining this live. Please like the video. You can leave a comment, and also please share and hit on the notification bell so that you can be notified on all my latest content. Thank you so much. And if you're in my Facebook group, thank you so much for joining us. Big hug to you all, and thank you for answering the poll that I posted today in my Facebook group. Thank you so much. And for you on my Healthier Steps page, on my Facebook page, thank you so much and welcome today. We are so excited that I can join you from various platforms and Instagram. My Instagram people, thank you so much. I love your interactions. I really appreciate you. Yesterday, we had an amazing live. If you haven't watched the live yesterday, please go back and watch it. And it was amazing. And so a lot of people don't like beetroot. Virginia. And where? And France. I love France. I love France. I went to France twice. Paris. I did go to Paris twice. And that was when in my college years when I lived in England. And it was amazing. I love, love, love France. I love Paris. Thank you for joining. And Virginia. I lived in Virginia for 10 and a half years. So thank you. I love Virginia. Dear to my heart. I love such beautiful memories of living there. And so thank you and welcome and come on in. Thank you so much. Beetroot. Not many people like beetroot. Mm-mm. Not many people. And for those who gave me badges yesterday, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I thank you because to me it's the thought that counts and how you cared. That meant a lot for those on Instagram that did. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And the beetroot, they don't like beetroot because it has that earthy taste. It has that taste like you're eating dirt, type of thing. Sweet dirt then. Because it has that sweet taste, so sweet dirt. I like beetroot. I literally before I stopped eating vinegar, one of I would say my craving was to get pickled beets and just eat a whole can. I just loved it. Loved it. I would like, oh, I want that. If you like that, let me know. If you have ever had pickled beets and you enjoy it, let me know. So now I don't. I don't do that. So what I do now, I'll boil my beets and I'll just squeeze a little lemon and a little maple syrup. And I had that. Or I roast my beets. Because if you've never had roasted beets, it brings out the sweetness more. And then you put that little citrus and that sweetness to it. Tastes amazing. For all these amazing recipes, don't forget to go to my website, healthiersteps.com. Amazing recipes are over there. And beet. So what we're going to do is we are going to make the beet into a curry. And if you've never had this recipe, the first time I had it, I couldn't believe. I was like, this tastes so good, so flavorful, and I had to share it with you guys. So first, what I'm going to do, you're going to wash your beets, scrub them well because they're in the ground. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut them in slices. I might not even do both of them, and I have to be careful. But any more comments? Any more comments coming in? My Facebook people. Carlton is here. Carlton, I always love your curry. Have you ever had Carlton beetroot curry? Have you ever tried it? Curry the beetroot? And do you grow beetroot, Carlton? Let me know.
You got Alex from Cape Town, South Africa.
Oh, South Africa in the house. Hi, Alex. Thank you for joining. I am making beetroot curry. I'd love to visit South Africa one day.
Martin says if you cook the beetroot, it get rid of the taste. Beetroot is very in seasoned rice.
Beetroot, seasoned rice. I love that, and I love the color. That's a great one. I'm gonna do that one, Carlton. Thank you for that. Seasoned rice and add the beetroot. That's gonna be a pretty color.
Michelle and Marisa is joining you. Jamaica, have you ever been to
Hi, Michelle. Thank you so much for joining. I'm glad you're here. I'm just being very careful because I don't want to cut my. I'm supposed to wear my gloves with this, and I didn't. So I am just trying to be cautious and don't go too fast. Don't go too hard because this is very sharp. This mandolin is too sharp. So I'm just gonna even do half. I'm not gonna do the whole thing because I didn't wear my gloves, and I don't want an accident today. Not a life. That's enough. That's enough.
Spicy Mona says never taste this curry. I like raw and juice of beetroot.
Shoot, I love it in juice or yeah, and raw. And she's there. Yeah, the curry, so good, so flavorful. So I'm not gonna even. I'm gonna just cut up the rest myself. So I'm just gonna cut them into strips and just put this aside. But you gotta try it. And why I like beet is the fact that it's so good for your blood and it's good for your liver. It's a liver detox. It detoxifies the liver. I just love it. So included in your diet is just good for your body overall, your immune system, and it's sweet. It has a nice sweet flavor as well. And just imagine it with a curry. I'm gonna put onion and I'm gonna put you could do bell peppers. I don't have any bell peppers, so I'm gonna just put a tomato.
Mel says hello, greetings from the Bahamas.
Oh, Bahamas in the house. Are you in Nassau? Nice. Welcome. Is that Mamel? Mam- Mamel. Nice. Are you in Nassau or one of the smaller islands? Let me know. There's so many. I think I can start with that. I can leave some over. But beetroot curry is phenomenal. You gotta try it. You gotta try it. When I first made it, I was expecting that earthy, strong flavor. Once it cooked, it actually is not as strong as you would think. How am I doing for time? I need to go faster again. Okay, I'm gonna just add some. Let's start. I'm just gonna go ahead and add my onion.
22 minutes.
I have 22 minutes. We can do it. I'd have to juice there. A little oil. I'm just gonna saute some onions. To me, I've been incorporated a lot of. I love curry, so I don't know if you. Some cultures they don't eat a lot of curries, but for me, I grew up in Jamaica and we had curry growing up. We had curry chicken, and that was like curry goat, and that's like a part of the culture to eat curry for any kind of celebration, especially curry goat. So when I became vegan, I knew that I could create a lot of dishes around curry because that was like my one of my childhood favorite recipes to have curry. And as a matter of fact, I'm working on a book, and I my first time I cooked for the whole family, I made curry goat for Christmas dinner, and guess what? Hardly anybody could eat it because I put so much spice in it. I put a whole Scotch bonnet pepper and cut the whole thing up with the seed, and I'll never forget that. That's but the curry was so good. My mom was like, she encouraged me, and she was like, it tasted really, really good. Next time, you just need to cut back on the spice, and that was a learning experience for me because my mom didn't discourage me. She didn't say, she didn't get upset. She just said, Michelle, that, tastes good, but you just needed to cut back on the amount of spicy flavor that's in it. And guess what? I was able to master it. I remember the first time I made curry for my husband. My husband was like, this is the best curry I've ever had in my entire life. And I thought that was another great encouragement for me. So when I then transitioned to a plant-based diet, I was like, there's nothing that I can't curry. I can make it into a curry. So if you're Indian, you usually say what? say potato curry, Jamaicans we say curry potato. So we switch it around. So for instance, beans, lentils, we would say curry lentils instead of lentil curry. So that's how you know you sometimes can know. I use them interchangeably. I do personally. Some of my recipes, it depends. And I do have recipes that are Indian on my website, and I have Jamaican curry. I do both. I do both. I love the flavor of both. One is stronger. I would say Indian is stronger and more complex, while Jamaican curry is more mild. That's my personal thing. It's more on the milder side. It doesn't have as much complex flavors as Indian. I love them both. I can eat curry every day. That's one dish that I'm never tired. I'm gonna add curry powder and Gene, what else is in this? Just a curry powder? There's some stuff. Cayenne and salt and fenugreek. By the way, Gene, he's the tech guy, assistant chef, and he just told us what's in it. There's fenugreek, there's the curry powder, there's cayenne pepper, salt, and a tiny bit of cinnamon, just a little touch of cinnamon. And it smells great in here. This smells amazing. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask me. Okay, so this morning I got up and my husband was like, Michelle, later on in the evening, later on I'm going to go to the tailor and I'm going to get some suits altered. He bought some new suits and he's going to get them altered. And I said to him, Dev, do you remember when in Jamaica, did you do this? Because this is what we did. What we would do for clothes, like my mom would go to these wholesale cloth store where you get cloth. And you buy the cloth and then you take it to the local dressmaker. And what you do is when you get there, the dressmaker, I'm going to add a little coconut milk. Because the cayenne pepper, I need water. The cayenne pepper and all the steam is going up in my nostril. And I'm like, okay. So we'll go and then to the dressmaker with the cloth. And then the dressmaker would give us this huge book. I don't know if any of you can remember if you did it here. And this huge book with all these clothes, for us to choose the one that she's going to make. And some water, G. Yeah, grab me a water. Sorry. Oh boy, that's spicy. It got right up into my throat. Thanks. Thank you very much. Ooh. So, give me a second. Isn't this quite entertaining? The curry must be strong. It got to you? And I'm right over it. I'm like, whoa. I think I burned it a little bit too much. You know, you burn your curry powder. Okay. That's better. Okay. It's a good thing I'm not serving it to anyone. I'm eating it. Okay. So, we choose the outfit that we see in the book. I'm going to add a little water. And I'm going to let that cook. So, we'll choose the outfit that we like. And we'll cover it. And so, Gina, I'm going to switch over. So, we'll choose the outfit. And I'm excited. So excited because, wow, that outfit looks so good in the book. And I can't wait. And we give her the material. And she did our measurements. You know, she do your measurement. And you so excited. You can't wait to come back. And she's like, probably what, a week or two, you get this, and you go back. And when you see the outfit, you're like, oh, it doesn't look like it's a book. It does not look like anything in the book. Gee, in the camera, that moved. It moved. The Instagram one. It's still, and it did not look like anything in the book. I don't know if you've had that experience, but that was my experience growing up when we used the local dressmaker or the tailor, or they will say they're adjusting something, and then when it comes back, you can see that it's homemade. But I'm still appreciative of their gifts and their talent, because guess what? That's not me. The point is, that's not me. That's not me. If you give me now something to say, okay, make a skirt or make a blouse, I'm gonna do a poor job at it. And the reason I'm telling you this story is like, we all have our gifts. We all have our talents that God gave to each of us. And I love the fact that He did not give us all the same talents. I just love the fact. So we all can do things that we are good at. And I just love that about God. So now I'm going to juice carrots. I'm having organic carrots. I'm going to juice turmeric. I'm going to juice ginger. And I just love the fact, and then I'm going to juice also pineapple. So let's do the pineapple first. That we don't have the same. Like what somebody else is good at, that's not what I'm good at. So I love cooking. I love cooking. And one of the things I always talk about is the fact, when if no one was here, I'll eat like that part. I'll go like that. So I love the fact that looking back, what happened, it's affecting you still. You put the cayenne pepper in it, geez. Probably put too much pepper in it. I did so maybe because I burned it then. So, all right, one of the things when I was growing up, so I went to high school, and you all have your talents. And then when you're at high school, they try to see what subject you're good at. Well, in high school, I was good at the sciences, and I was very good at cooking. So I go home and always A in cooking. But then when I decided I wanted to do cooking as a career, it was frowned at. Can you imagine? It was frowned. What are you going to do with that? Technically, that's basically what you're going to do with that. But I love to cook. Whenever I cook something, I get A. I remember I just always get A, or it was so easy for me to cook. But it was looked down upon. And so I quenched that. But I still continued cooking. I always just loved cooking. I was always interested in food. And so what I did was, I don't know if anybody out there can relate. Possibly you can relate. Let me know in the comments. So I quenched it, and I went on to do computer science, because my dad I wanted to do nursing. That was my second option. And my dad was, nah, you need to do computer science. And I was like, but that's not what I want to do. So I remember actually being depressed, I think like for the first year while I was at college, because I'm in this computer science class. I just didn't like it. But I love my dad so much, I just did it. I went ahead and did it. I was that obedient girl, and I was daddy's girl. And I did it, but I didn't like it. And so it got to a point where I was like, I just want to graduate. So I did everything just to graduate. And then I'm going to do nursing. And that's exactly what I did. I graduated, went on to England to be trained as a nurse. And while I did nursing, I was like, is this something still missing? Something. But while I was doing nursing, I loved cooking. I was always cooking. And I remember Leonie, if you're watching this video, Leonie was already a nurse. And she was from Jamaica. And she was my close friend. And because see, I'm the student, I was on a stipend. She was a working nurse. She was a midwife. And so Leonie would buy all these food. She would buy a lot of food and bring them to her apartment, and then I'll cook. And I love cooking. And I will just cook the food and we'll share it and share with friends. And at nursing school, we had students from all over the world. And I was always interested in what they eat, how they eat, their favorite dishes in their country. Like one of my friends, Marie, she was from Trinidad. And she's the one that made all the delicious curry. And I learned to make curry her way. And it was different because then they used shadow benny and they use ingredients. We use those ingredients in Jamaica. So I got to learn another way of, and her curry was good. And so I was like, still, so I didn't carry it to the juicer. Jean, that I need to bring that over. The overhead, are you using the overhead? I'm good. And I was like, I learned from the different students. Then I was around a lot of Nigerians. I learned how to cook their food. I made moi moi. I made jollof rice. I made lots of stews. And I just learned from different cultures. So I got my nursing, and when I finished nursing, migrated to the USA. When I got to the USA, the nursing was so different. I found it was no longer bedside nursing that I loved. Because I remember in England, I could just sit at the patient's bed and I would talk to them, find out how they're doing. And it was more all about the patient's well-being. And when I get here, it was more go, 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 go. And I was like, I have 7 minutes to go. I am not going to spend the rest of my life doing that. And it all turned around. That guess what I'm doing? I'm dealing with the computers. I'm still into health and wellness. And I love to cook. So I finally see how God was leading me. That all the different steps along the way, even though at times I wasn't happy about them, I was like questioning, why am I doing this computer science? I don't love it. But at the end of the day, I did it because I felt like I was honoring my dad. And then I did the nursing. And then I end up doing what I really, truly love is cooking. Anyway, guys, that steam is no joke. This is for the juice, and it's not on. Gene, it's not on. Maybe you set this up. Is it from here? So it must be, it's not locked in properly. You have to set it up from here. Is it closed? Now it's closed. You have to set it up on the counter. Make sure. There we go. All right, that's good. So I have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 6 minutes. So I'm just gonna let the juice go. Try to go faster. The curry should be ready. More pineapple. And thank you guys for listening to my story. You turn it off? Oh, that's good. Turn it off. Any comments on Jane? You can read the comments.
Lisa said I would cook this recipe on Friday.
Friday.
All ingredients we do.
Oh, thank you, Umalisa. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Bartend loves the top piece of the flank.
Oh, I love the top piece to the inner core. I love that too. Me too. I like that. I think it's has more fiber in it. I think it's good for you. And we are, let me just add a little bit more. So try this juice. It's pineapple, the carrot, and ginger. Pineapple, carrot, ginger, turmeric, and also turmeric as well. All right. We're finishing off now. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. I'm telling you, you got to try this recipe. It is so good. And thanks, Jean. Jean is getting the curry together for me. Oh, that looks good. That looks good, Jean. All right. Here, thanks. All righty. So I'm just going to taste a little bit. Amazing. Ooh, I love this one. Wow, this one is very, very good. Carrot, pineapple, ginger, and turmeric. Anti-inflammatory, high in vitamin A, great for your skin, great for your immune system. High in vitamin C as well. Great for digestion. I have 2 minutes. 3 minutes. Very good. Please try this one. I have to jump in on a meeting. And look at this. Oh boy. Is it above one? Flip it. I did it right. Good. This, amazing. Very, very delicious. Very flavorful. Oh, what did I do, G? Guys, bear with me. See when you rush and do things. You got to try this. Beet curry. Beetroot or beet curry. Amazing stuff. I don't even have, because I'm drinking a little juice.
How do you organize or keep containing your spices?
I have a lot of spices. One day I have to take a picture and put it up and organize it. We go through so many spices. Jean, he's the one that organizes it. Jean, what recommendation for the spices? You have any special?
Same size containers.
Okay. So he puts the all like one row. He has all the bigger containers lined up and then big to small, small to big. Just organize it. Very good at organizing stuff. You've got to try it. This recipe is over on healthiersteps.com. If you're looking for recipes that taste flavorful, easy to prepare. I mean, easy to prepare. You saw how easy that was to prepare that beetroot curry. Super easy, full of flavor. So much flavor, so much aroma in this kitchen. Check out my book, Healthier Steps, 125 gluten-free vegan recipes. You got to get this book. Many of the people, the feedback that comes back, the testimonial, they literally go through the book one recipe at a time. They just go through the book. They go through the book. Just one recipe at a time. You've got to get this book. There's so many people, they're facing challenges. They want to be plant-based. The doctor told them you got to be plant-based. They know they need to be plant-based. But they have so many questions, so many challenges, because they don't want to waste money, prepared ingredients that the family look at them like, and I'm saying, no, I solved that problem. This is what I'm here for. Healthier Steps, 125 gluten-free vegan recipes. You can get the book on my website, healthiersteps.com. Or you can go over to Amazon and just type in Health Your Steps, Michelle Blackwood, one of these. Anyway, guys, it was nice again. Join me tomorrow for another amazing live at 2 p.m. tomorrow. And take care. God bless you and eat healthy.